Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got an amazing, amazing show for you guys today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before I tell you about it, let's say hi to Ron, and then we'll say hi to the chat room. So what's up, my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell?
Well, I was on my computer and my cell phone went off. Excuse me, folks. It's hay season here, you know, seeding season. They're seeding all the lawns for the winter seeds, and it's killing everybody. Anyway, they said in Palm Springs, Riverside County, we are not to go out. We have to stay in the house, and we have to order food in. I guess they know more than we know. This virus really has to go. I cannot wait till the vaccine is ready. I will get it, and I'm saying to everyone out there, please get the vaccine. Once we all have the vaccine, the virus will no longer exist. That's my message for the day. Hello, yay, yay, wait. They know more than we know.
Keep talking. I'm trying to share this because people are in the wrong chat room.
People are in the wrong chat room.
Yes.
Anyway, the weather here is beautiful. It's a little overcast, but it's a nice 75 degrees and partial sunshine, which makes Palm Springs very bearable. In the summertime, it's not when it's extremely hot. But now it's very bearable. That's the word, bearable. I'm excited about our guests today because, you know, I'm from the olden days and I've been through all the days, not olden days, but the good days. And disco music is my favorite. Jimmy doesn't like it. I play it in the car. He has a fit.
I like it. I don't like it when we play Studio 54 on Sirius because they play like 8-minute versions of some song you never heard of.
You know, listen, I heard it through the grapevine. You know, I mean, what beats that song for 8 minutes? Nothing. But today we have Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, I can't breathe from the people that we have on our show. We've had Tommy James, Crystal Blue Persuasion, my favorite. Then last week we had
Ken Knox
from
chairman of the board
from Give Me Just a Little More Time, and today we have
Ralph Johnson from Earth, Wind and Fire, and along with Siedah Garrett.
We didn't give his song.
He's got a million songs.
I know the one that we
September.
Do you remember last September? I'm going to sing with him. You know, I'm going to ask him to sing the first line of the lyric. This way, I can go around telling people, "Oh, I've sung with Earth, Wind and Fire." You know,
that's hilarious.
That's a Hollywood, you know, con job.
So we have Ralph Johnson coming on along with Siedah Garrett.
Siedah Garrett, I never listened to music, but since anyone's music because I like it fresh, but since we cannot and we are not allowed to play anyone's music anymore on our show, I asked Jimmy to play it for me. I have got to tell you, well, I'm going to save it until she comes on. I want to tell you what I think of her.
And then our first guest, you guys, is Alan Frew. He's the lead singer for Glass Tiger, one of my favorite bands of all time in the history of music. I love them so much.
Very Beatles reminiscent.
And all their music's not just that Christmas song was. But you guys remember them. Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone. Someday. I mean, they're huge songs, so it was fabulous. But we also got a chat room starting to fill up. Let's hi to everybody in the chat room. We got.
Oh, wait, one thing. Everyone, enjoy today's show because it's really going to be a great show. We have great guests, wonderful guests.
Yeah, amazing. So just today we have a Grammy nominee, 2-time Oscar nominee, Grammy winner, 2 Grammy winners, and one of them was nominated 17 times for a Grammy.
I mean, can you believe?
I mean, that's like just.
I'd be happy
ridiculous.
to get one nomination for something I did in my life.
So we have a chat room. Let's say hi to everybody. So we have Eileen Shapiro is in the chat room. Hello.
Eileen, I just saw that painting somebody made of you, and I love the way they expose the left breast. It's so true to force.
There you go. B. Claudia from Germany. Hello, B. Teresa Sabin from Florida. Bill Victor Arukan from he's in California someplace. Eileen is there. Oh, Angela. Angie
Baby. Don't you say it. I'm the only one allowed to. Anyone that calls her Angie Baby, I'm going to punch in the face.
I said Angela, and then
that's my pet name for my pet friend.
We have football superstar Boomer Mays in the chat room. Everybody says they like our shirts. They like my shirt too.
Mine is purple, and it's photographing blue. Isn't that weird?
Oh, it looks purple to me.
Well, not for me. And this is a real grape, a true grape color. It's grape. And I love
But
it.
it kind of matches because it kind of goes with mine, even though mine's blue, but it's
Well,
got
no,
purple in it.
my shirt color matches your skin color, so that's why we look good.
That's right. Oh, Backpack John's also in the chat room. Hello, hello. Angie wrote Angie Baby in the house. And
yes, my darling.
We're gonna have a fun show for you guys today, and then we've got, let's see, only 2 more shows after this, and then it's Christmas already. Shit, this month's going fast.
I hate this because I'm not allowed out of the house due to the fact of my age. As you all know, I'm 35, and they don't want me out there because 35-year-olds can get very ill from this. Actually, I'm 80, so that's why they don't want me out. But I can't do Christmas shopping. I got my daughter Leslie just 2 things, and Deirdre 1 thing. And, you know, we all said there's going to be a weak Christmas. I hate shopping online. I like to feel fabric. Excuse me. I like to feel fabric. I like to touch things. I like to see how it's sewn. I like to see if the zippers are incorrect. When you order online, you get, you know, whatever they send you. I could have a hole in it.
I don't order clothes, but I don't order too many clothes online. I order other stuff.
But it could make a rat could have eaten a hole in the crotch and forget about it. You got a rat eating crotch.
They say they love purple on you. And also Dawn, I don't think I mentioned Dawn Hinton is in the channel. So what's up, Dawn? How are you?
You just blew a joke.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you stepped on my line, you son of a gun.
Oh, well.
Anyway, I said, who wants to buy rat crotch eaten jeans? Right, Eileen? Eileen has Eileen's got a lot of crotches that have been eaten on her jeans too. And I guess a lot of those guys were rats, right,
She says that she likes to touch things too.
I know she does. That's why she's always
and Joe Castro's in the chat room.
Hey, Joe, I just gave you the biggest compliment today on Facebook. Well, maybe it was yesterday. I call you the master now, the master of monsters. You're the monster master. I mean, I love everything you do. They're disgusting. They're ugly. They're skeevy. They're slimy. Crap hanging from the teeth, red blood. You are really a warped person. How does your mind even think those ugly things up? But on the other hand, Joe Castro, you are a genius. And I really do care for you a lot. You're a good friend. I really care for you. You're a sweet guy, even though you look like you could kill somebody. But no, you're a sweetie.
And they also, they got their Terror Tunes 4, the money they needed to complete Terror Tunes 4 completed. So Joe's got a new movie he'll be working on soon.
Oh, good.
And so that's very cool. He says he loves us both.
What about that? I know something about that movie, Terror.
Because it was all over. It's the 4th installment. He's done 3 other ones.
Oh, I thought I was maybe in it. I guess not. Oh well, I have 5 movies anyway, so screw you, Joe Castro.
They say we look fabulous. So, hey, B, how are you? And Joe Castro thinks Warped is good, and everybody likes you in purple.
Purple? That's because it's a regal color of the Pope, and I look like the Pope. See, I could play the Pope. See?
That's like you played a priest.
Yeah, but that priest was gay.
Yeah.
He was light in the low. He was a light in the loaf of fairy priest. Yay! Anyway, it was a fun role I played, and that was in Clown Fear, a movie that is kind of interesting. If you like boobs, naked girls, beautiful girls with boobs bouncing in a lake, watch the film. It's a boob movie.
Oh, they said watch time. What are you wearing?
Okay. I don't want to really say what I'm wearing because it sounds very pretentious, but I'm wearing a diamond Rolex, which is my good watch that Jimmy gave me. And I wear it when I don't have a color watch to match my shirt.
So we don't have a purple one?
No.
Joe says we're both going to be in the movie.
Joe, don't put him in the movie. He's a stinking actor. Put only me.
No, I'm getting my head blown off.
Well, without speaking, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow up.
Oh, if they shoot you down without speaking, fine. But if you have to speak, it's so. You know, I go over the lines with Jimmy, and I say, Jimmy, say this line nicely. Stop, men! Don't do this. It's bad. Excuse me. This hay fever. Anyway, Jimmy delivers that line like this. Hey, men, stop now.
That's not true.
Don't shoot me now. Yes, you do. You don't act. You just read the line. And I kept saying, you must act. You have to become the character. Now, make believe you're a mafioso or a cop or whatever, and you're going to be dictatorship. You know, is this what your word is? Dictatorship? Yeah,
yes.
But not using that sentence. Incorrect sentence. Anyway, be a dictator and say, hey, you over there, you shoot me now, you're dead. Jimmy doesn't do that. You know why? Because he doesn't have Latino blood in him. I'm
Italian.
What do you think Latins are, dumbbell? Italians. Italians are considered Latins, not Hispanic Latins. Italians are Latins. We speak a derivative of Latin. Italian, when spoken, used to be Latin. Then it went to Spain, and the Spanish people there adopted the language of Latin. There are many words in Spanish that are in Italian as well. Thank you for the lesson.
There you go. Anyway, so we're
My
gonna
throat
be
is really bad.
we're gonna be
today.
in Terror Tunes 4, and I'm gonna get killed. That's all
Well,
I want.
I'm
I just
not
like
gonna.
to get
I'm
killed.
gonna be the hero. I'm gonna grab all the girls by their boobs.
Everybody
and
gets like killed.
I don't.
It's kind of like a cartoonish, not cartoon, kind of like an animated action film, kind of like.
I'm gonna be in that. Is Sherry Davis in that film?
Oh, I don't know.
If Sherry Davis is in that film, I don't get killed because I'll be hiding in her cleavage.
Yeah, right. I think it's funny. Okay, so anyway, you guys, we're gonna have a great show, and Eileen's texting me stuff. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Okay.
she's texting sex stuff. She's a sex pervert.
Steven Escobar says hello. What's up, Steven?
Hey, Steven,
Yay!
what's going on? We're talking about Eileen Shapiro. She's forever talking dirty to me. I don't know why. I'm a clean-cut guy, and you know, people just abuse me that way.
Oh, now also Miss Kim is in there. So hello, Miss Kim. Welcome to the show.
Who's Miss Kim?
She's always in our show. Artist Miss Kim. She's in our. She's in here every week.
Miss Kim, are you Asian by any chance?
No.
Oh, because we're looking for a Japanese woman.
You have one.
No, I can't. No, because she's not SAG.
Nobody's SAG. Nobody. It doesn't make any difference. They'll become SAG when they do it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
know, but she's not. I know she's a dear friend of mine. She'll be in it, but she's not going to play the main. She's not going to play the wicked woman.
Okay.
Who has to be a woman, a Japanese woman in her.
We'll get somebody.
60s who can really look scary and hell. Look into the voice of me.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
So what's up? So
you
the
know
chat
what it
was.
was? I had breakfast in the garden, and the gardeners just threw new grass seed down. And I was smelling this pretty smell. And like a moron, I went over to the garden and I leaned down in the lawn and I said, oh, how beautiful the lawn smells. Yeah, well, now I'm losing my voice and my nose is running. It's bad. Palm Springs, you know, we have a summer grass and a winter grass. They change seasons because in the summer, it's a special grass that tolerates 120 degrees. And then that dies when it gets cold because now we're like 42 at night. So they put a winter seed down. I mean, I just spoke with Teresa Rogers, you know, Tristan Rogers' wife, and she and Tristan are suffering terribly from this. They're not going out either. And everybody that I know in Palm Springs is suffering from this stupid seed thing.
So funny. So Dave Hughes joined us. There's no sexy ladies today for you.
But we have a talented lady.
But we have talented ladies. So we have Alan Frew from Glass Tiger, and we have.
But you know what? I'll send you a picture of Eileen Shapiro's boobs. Or better still, I'll send you nudes of Sadie Katz.
So what's up? So we have Siedah Garrett and Ralph Johnson. You'll know who both of them are because you're a big music guy.
Right.
So it'll be a lot of fun. And everybody's giving kisses to B. So hi, B. And
hi, B. How's the family going? What's doing?
Mom's doing better, she said.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, that part's good.
I'd like to meet you one day, B. It would be fun. I'd cook you a nice Italian meal, and we could have a lot of fun.
She'll come here eventually.
When we're free, when we're not held hostage anymore by this.
Yeah, we're not going to be free for a while.
Miserable, rotten, hideous flu. All I do is write about it on Facebook, encouraging everybody to please not commit suicide because we have so many suicides at Christmas time normally. And now this year, the suicides are just not to be believed. How many people that are alone, they don't have a husband, a wife, a lover, anybody. And they're all by themselves for months and months in their home. All they have is maybe Facebook and cell phones. And they get crazy. They have a couple of drinks and then they get brave and then they knock themselves off. So I write every week, please, life is valuable. So many people out there that are ill are fighting to stay alive. And here you want to trash yours without any care or concern. So please, if you feel if you feel you want to have suicide, call me. You can call me. I'll take your call.
Go on Facebook and just call them off of Facebook.
Right.
Anyway, it is sometimes a difficult time for lots of people, so we hope everybody's doing well and tune in to us. We'll try to at least make you laugh.
Well, I do that on Facebook. You know, I write all kinds of crazy stuff and I have them participate. The other day I said, please post your Christmas trees, pictures of your Christmas trees on my page, because that'll make it such fun for everybody to snoop into everybody's house. Nobody really looks at the Christmas tree. They look at the furniture around the Christmas tree. They really do. They really do. nobody gives a hoot about the Christmas tree.
I do.
But you know, so I took a long shot of our living room, and my God, you know what I got? I love the stone above the fireplace. Could you believe that? And everybody, oh, I love that piece of furniture. I love that painting. I love nothing about my tree, although some did. We got like 1 million comments. Some people said the most stunning tree, beautiful tree, blah, 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 blah. But mostly it was about my house, our house.
So also, you guys in the chat room, because we told Dave there's no like, you know, sexy blondes coming on today, that artist Kim said all the sexy women are actually in the chat room, which is true. So all you guys are.
You know, Jimmy, I don't know what this girl looks like that's coming on, but if she's anything like her voice, she's got to be.
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's got to be a thin, sexy, black, beautiful girl, because that's what I hear in her voice. I will talk more about it when she comes on. And as you all know, I do not compliment anyone I don't think is worthy of it. And I don't blow smoke, you know where. I don't like liars and phonies, you know, like some people say to me, oh, I saw you in the movie, you were wonderful. I look at them and I say, you are full of crap. It was awful. The movie was awful. How can anybody be good in that crappy movie? And they'd say, oh, but I thought you were good. I said, okay, whatever you want to say to me. So tell me I'm young and gorgeous and wonderful. You know, it's not going to make any difference. I'm still not going to be your friend.
So, Rebel, our guest says he's backstage. I'm wondering if he's in the wrong one. Is he actually backstage? I forgot. I'm not running this, so I can't see it. But let me know if he's backstage.
No, he's not.
Okay, so I think he's in the wrong link.
Oh, wow.
So hang on. Keep talking.
I miss working in the studio. You know, we shoot from home now. And in the studio, it was a lot easier to work because the technicians were all there. Everybody was doing their job. And the difficult part is we shoot our show from Palm Springs. Now it goes to Florida, to the tower and where Rebel is in Florida. No, Rebel's not even in Florida. Where's Rebel?
She's in Louisiana.
It goes to, we go all over the world. We're like the virus. It goes to Rebel, then it goes to the studio, and then it goes out to you people. So by the time it gets to you, you know, it's old news.
No, hang on.
When you're in the studio, excuse me, my throat, forgive me today for this awful throat. I had to go sniff the grass. Not that grass, not the smoking grass. That probably, I bet you if I smoked a joint, maybe it would go away, it would kill everything in my nostrils. I went and kneeled down and smelled grass. I mean, tell me I'm not retarded, please. What idiot does that? Knowing that when Teresa Rogers said that she and Tristan are suffering terribly from the grass seed, and moron, that was last week, and moron me goes and kneels down and sniffs grass. But the smell is beautiful. What a beautiful smell of seeds, grass seeds.
Hi, Jimmy. We have Alan.
Okay, good.
Good. Let's get on with the show. Ooh.
You gotta like, love it. All right, everybody. So now we got it all worked out. Hello, hello.
Look at you. Look at you.
How are you,
Say something.
Good.
We're good. Okay, so take your laptop. Are you on an iPad?
Yes, I'm on an iPad.
Tilt it back a little bit if you can, because your top of your head is cut off. There you go. That's too high. No, go down a little. Okay, that's go down a little teeny bit.
Come back.
There we go. Perfect. All right.
Even though we have some people out there that would love to see your head cut in half because they're horror movie freaks. You know, I mean, I get compliments. Like I was in one movie where I was totally destroyed, and they said, "Oh, we so enjoyed watching you get chewed up." I thought, "Oh, that's nice. Thank you."
All right, hold on. Let me do our intro. All right, everybody. Super excited now. I want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented Alan Frew from Glass Tiger. Hello and welcome to the show.
Gentlemen, how are you? Thank you for having me.
So fabulous. I know you've been on once before, but many years ago when we were in Pennsylvania, but let me reintroduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hello, Ron.
I like your music.
Thank you, Ron.
You know, put it back. I have to hear, you know, we're not allowed to play your music. You know that.
No, he doesn't know that.
They shut us down for that. The law is now that we are not allowed to play our guests' music, which is totally un-American.
Wow,
because
that's bullshit.
It is bullshit because you people are coming on here to visit with us and to push your recording, and now we're not allowed to. So, Jimmy,
you have to explain it better. It's not like the law. Here's what happens.
Whatever.
We stream.
It's still communism.
We stream the video live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. And because we don't own the rights to the music, even though it's your music, they'll actually shut us off. So we had John B on many months ago in a live stream, and YouTube just started doing that because they didn't used to do that. And they literally cut the show off and disconnected us in the middle of the show.
They're communists.
Because they won't let you do it because YouTube is weird. So we're going to talk about it and tell people where they can go to it in a little bit. But before we do that,
but anyway, getting back to me before I was interrupted by you, I now listen to music before we go on the air. And I got to tell you, the song that Jimmy played for me, I for 1 second thought it was the Beatles. And I thought, oh my God, this is a good song. This is really good. And Jimmy said, yeah, but the rest of the music is not like that. And I said, why?
Well, not the Glass Tiger music, isn't it? Like, well, this is a Glass Tiger. We're going to talk about it, so we'll get to talk about it.
What was the song you played for me this morning?
That was their new Christmas song that we're going to talk about in a minute, and it's called Happy Holidays.
It's a really great song.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
I don't know why we're not allowed to put a Christmas song out when, hey, listen, YouTube, everybody's upset. People are committing suicide because of the virus. Everybody's depressed. And if this man's song can cheer us up, God damn it,
He's got a whole album that's
let us
cheer us
play
up.
it. YouTube, you spies, because you're communists.
Shut up, though, because I don't want to get shut off of YouTube the way they kick you off of Facebook.
I love you. YouTube is the only place to go. It's the most wonderful website there is. Go to YouTube and enjoy like we all.
So, Alan, literally, we have a ton of people in the chat room. We have the UK, Canada, Germany, the United States, Australia, all kinds of people represent us. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody in the chat room. It's good to see you.
And then you got to say hi to B. Claudia because she's like our biggest music nut and she loves everybody that comes on. And so say hi to B. Claudia so we can make her happy.
Good to see you.
So you guys, so you guys know, first of all, we had Alan on actually when we were in Pennsylvania and he was promoting, I think, your solo album, which I listen to all the time, 80290 Rewind. I think that's when we had you on last time. And which, by the way, everybody should go to Spotify and stream it or download it. It's great. He does covers of like the greatest songs ever. We might even talk about that in a little bit. I want
to ask him a question.
Okay.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Me? Yes.
Oh, although I have a friend I wanted to introduce you to. Sue Wong is my dearest friend, and she's looking for a partner, somebody to share life with. You know, she's worth about a lot of money. Anyway. She's looking for a man that's rich also. She wants to find her equal.
Actually, he's got, because I read it in an interview, so I know it's not secret information because I just put an interview out for you today. And his wife and his daughter goes to school someplace not in Canada. Yep. And his wife is there also, I believe. And he's going to be going there next week, but he's been away from his wife and daughter during the quarantine.
Right.
Is that right?
You must have calluses on your hand. Woo! That's a long time, buddy. Or you got some tomato hidden in the closet.
At least they got it. He's
got some young chickie girl.
No.
Some young chickie girl is in the closet.
No.
And he pulls her out.
You're going to get people in trouble.
Oh, stop it. You have no sense of humor. He's a friggin' wasp. He's from an English descent, and they lived in Georgia. Okay, can you figure that out?
I didn't live in Georgia. I've never lived in Georgia.
Your bloodline comes from Georgia.
We don't even know that. I'm adopted. We don't know that for sure.
We found some of your family on that stupid
ancestry, but we don't know if that's real. So hold on. So first of all, Eileen's texting me because she can't stay here forever, and she wants to make sure she's going to listen to your interview. So say hi to Eileen.
Hi, Eileen.
There you go. Eileen did an interview with her. She's fabulous. Yes.
She's fabulous.
Well, that's okay if you think so. She's okay, you know, as far as I'm concerned. She's all right.
Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, you know, if she'd leave my wang alone and stop grabbing it and stop throwing me down on the bed saying, you could be straight, I can make you straight, let me try. And then she gets those big knockers and she smacks me all over the face with them. And I just lay there and I say, Eileen, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Eileen is my darling and most dearest, wonderful friend, and I love and adore her. I really love her.
Dave Hughes says he's Scottish. He'll get all the jokes.
Who said it?
Dave Hughes.
Oh, that filthy pig. I talk about boobs and he lights up. He does.
So you guys, Alan Frew from Glass Tiger. Anybody who doesn't know Glass Tiger should be shot.
That's right. Kill him now.
One of my absolute favorite
you're not
bands.
Supposed to say that.
I know you can't say that. You just
no. I must retract that. Edit that, Rebel. Cut that out. No, we're not allowed to say anybody should kill him. So Rebel Honey, I'm sorry.
So anyway, that was different though, because you were talking about specific people.
Yes, spliced
So
it
anybody
out.
who doesn't know who Glass Tiger is, though, really, I mean, it's unbelievable because they're like one of my favorite bands of all time. You guys, their very first album was called The Thin Red Line. It had Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone, which everybody has to know. Unless you're like 20 years old or younger, maybe you don't know it. But other than that, you should definitely like know it. And if you don't know it, you should look it up. They had another great single, Someday. The whole album is stellar. And I've been a big fan forever, so I'm happy that we have you on for a second time. It makes me super happy.
Pleasure.
So now you guys have recorded your first Christmas, your own Christmas songs,
Yes.
holiday songs. The name of the album is actually called Songs for a Winter's Night.
Yeah.
And the single that you released is called Happy Holidays, which you guys, if you go on YouTube and just plug in Glass Tiger Happy Holidays, the video comes up. It's a great video. There's a lyric video too, but watch the other video. That's actually them performing.
I just asked Jimmy to put it on our private system in the house. So when we have Christmas, we're going to play your song as well as this wonderful song that's coming up next. I freaked out from that Christmas song. I mean, you guys are really getting it together. You're getting away from the old fashioned and you're bringing in the new Christmas, and it's wonderful. I love it.
So one thing I want to like commend you on, first of all, is I love the fact that you actually did even though the song's called Happy Holidays, you talk about Christmas all in it, and there's 10 tracks.
No, let me interrupt you. I don't mind Happy Holiday. But if you know that I'm a Christian, please say Merry Christmas. I'm not offended. So now when I send out a message to everyone, I say Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. So I encompass all of it.
Which is exactly, Ron, that's exactly what we do in the song. We say, Happy Holidays, my friend, peace, love, joy, and merriment. Raise your glass to one and all, for it's Christmas time again.
Yeah, because
I love that. It's Christmas time again.
You know, Donald Trump keeps saying that they're trying to take Christmas away from us. Well, I hope no one does that, because they're not going to win with me. Christmas will stay with me till the day I die.
Of course.
I love Christmas. I was raised with Christmas. Christmas is American. I mean, the world copied us, even though it started in Germany. Our Christmas, our Santa Claus is now united. He's all over the world.
You guys have Santa Claus in Canada?
Of course they have Santa
Of course,
Claus.
yeah. And remember, I'm for the UK, so
right.
It's all
Father Christmas in
exactly.
England.
So you guys, we got.
The only thing is, he's blue. He's blue and white. He's not red and white. he dresses in blue. No, he does. Father Christmas dresses in blue and white.
So you guys, the name of the album, it's out now, I think, because I streamed it on Spotify, right? So
yeah,
you can.
It's out.
I listened to the whole album today, you guys, while I was prepping for the show. It's called Songs for a Winter's Night. There's 10 tracks. We have Happy Holidays, Santa Get Your Sleigh, Ode for a Winter's Night, narrated by Gordon Lightfoot. Song for a Winter's Night, A Wonderful Life, featuring Steve Sidwell. Who's Steve Sidwell?
Steve Sidwell is a wonderful orchestrator and arranger out of the UK. He worked with people like George Michael and Petula Clark. And
so he's like a bigwig.
Yeah, he is. And he conducted the orchestra on the track.
Okay, so then we also have Christmas with You and Everyday Wish. I don't know how to pronounce this, but Joy.
Isabel Barak-Darian. She's a mezzo-soprano, beautiful lady. She sang a soprano with us on that one song.
And how do you pronounce the song?
It's called An Everyday Wish, and her name is Isabel Barak-Darian.
Okay, then what's the next one? I have Joyeux Noël Mes Amis.
So Joyeux Noël Mes Amis is the French version of Happy Holidays.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
No, how would I know? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
His background is from Georgia.
Yeah. Then he's got Give Love for Christmas, and then they have a remix of Happy Holidays along with Home for the Holidays. I listened to the whole album today, you guys. How long's it been out? Not very long.
Oh, maybe a week.
Yeah, it's only been out like a week, you guys. It's really, really fun.
And may I add this to it?
Yes.
Every year I play every single song by Johnny Mathis for Christmas. It gets a little tiring because I've been listening to it for 70 years. It's so nice to have an album like yours to add to our Christmas album. So therefore, it's not a bore. And it's new music, it's fresh music, and it tells stories, and it makes you feel happy, and it's an up album. Everyone out there, you know I don't lie or blow smoke, you know where. Please buy this album, and you'll thank me. It's a fine album with good music, and it just is. It's a happy album. We need happiness now.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you.
No, don't thank me.
I
It's true.
also-
I don't tell any, if I didn't like your album, guess what? You know what I'd say?
Oh, I get the impression.
I would have said to Jimmy.
You wouldn't have said anything.
No, I would have said to Jimmy, you take over the interview, the album stinks. And I can't lie like that. So Jimmy would have absolutely taken over the interview.
So I read in the interview that you did with Eileen that you didn't want to do like an album of like you singing like covers of other Christmas songs that every other artist on the planet has done.
Right.
So how long did it actually come up with 10 brand new Christmas songs?
Well, the good news is because Happy Holidays has the remake. It was
Yes.
really like 9 songs, including the French. So Sam and I, the keyboard player from Glass Tiger, you know, we dabbled with the idea of doing a Christmas CD 3 or 4 years ago, and it fell through the cracks because I love, like as Ron's saying, the Johnny Mathis, the Michael Bublé, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. We've all grown up with these great songs, but they've been done so many times.
Boring.
I was just going to let it go, and then COVID hit, and I think what people forget is there's people out there, just the connect between musicians now and fans is even more important, because
Yes.
we're starving for live music, and so we decided, if we're going to do this, let's do it and talk to people about love and kindness and friendship, and how, you know, we need to be closer than ever. Even though we're physically distanced, we need to be socially closer. And you guys are living through a lot of divisiveness down there, and so we just wanted to touch on things that are inclusive for everybody, and so we could only do that by writing it, and that's what
Yes,
we
but
did.
unfortunately, your beautiful album is not going to do a damn thing to the people who hate. Because we have so many haters in our country, too many haters.
So
People
sad.
that hate you for a stupid reason. Jimmy and I never, ever divulge our political interest, because if we did, we would have millions of people coming in hating us and saying the most disgusting things to us. And this is a fact, because we have many friends that foolishly said they were Republican. And the Democrats went after them like there's no tomorrow. On Facebook, you had to see die, kill, garbage, horrible, terrible stuff, and vice
It
versa.
goes vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's a sad world that we are American. We are all born under the same flag, and we should listen to the same laws that have been with us forever. America has been a supreme country due to the fact that it is what it is. Why change it? Why go someplace else and make it?
Actually, everybody wants to come to Canada where you are.
Yeah, you know how ironic that is, Ron? When I was a little boy and growing up listening to the Beatles, America was the Mecca. Everybody wanted to come to America, and I was no different. And Glass Tiger has had wonderful tours in America and met some of the greatest people in the world. And it's very sad. It's sad watching what's going down right now, and I can only hope that time will pass and people will understand that it's just horrible. It's just a waste.
Well, there are certain groups of people, I don't really know if they're communists or what, but they are deliberately using the Democratic Party to be evil.
Getting too
They
political.
want them to, no, I'm not making statements. They're trying to make it a black-white war. It's not a Democrat-Republican war. It's a black-white war. And we have had problems with black people in our country because of the white man not treating them as an equal. But in the last 30 years, I've seen a difference. You know, I'm from the olden days when I drove to Florida.
He's 80.
I'm 80. So when they couldn't use our toilets, they couldn't eat in our restaurants, they couldn't ride in our public transportation. I was appalled at this. So many Americans were appalled at it, and we all went out, and I fought. I fought alongside black people when I was in my early 20s and 30s for equality. And, you know, we have so many friends that are black that are wonderful. CeCe Penningston, finally. I mean,
Okay.
Wendy Moten. These people are wonderful people. And I don't know why we should suddenly think that they have to hate us. And why are they told or taught to hate us? I didn't do it. I didn't own a slave, and I never would have. You know, So this is my problem with our country. We have to understand that not everybody is racist.
Well,
And
in this
just be-
country,
and just-
we
wait,
I live in Canada, and we're free to worship, not worship, love who we want to love, be any color, creed we want, and
yeah, but there are racists in Canada
of
also.
course there'll be racists everywhere. But
Yeah,
but
because those racist people love to be racist because they're nuts and they want to be miserable and they want to start wars and they love to fight, and that's why. So anyway, my country needs to understand that we were the first with freedom. We fought the Second World War. We helped England to survive. We helped the world to survive, and we're survivors ourselves. And
by the way, you helped Britain.
Yes.
Yes.
Scotland's in there too, Ron.
There you
No,
go.
but it's true. So I just want my final words to be: not everyone's a racist. Not Jimmy and I, that's for sure. And please respect and love the people who are not racist. Don't put us in danger because you want to fight the racists.
And you guys, it's Christmas,
Yeah.
and what a better time to everybody to come together, everybody try to get along, come together and listen to some great music. You know, that helps bring everybody together because the messages in all the songs are basically like get along, peace, love, unity, care for each other type
Yeah, but you see,
messages.
Jimmy, the good people understand that.
Okay, but we can't worry about everybody.
No, but the good people will buy these albums. But the crazy people, the racists, the haters.
But maybe they won't. Maybe they won't.
The haters. Let's call them the haters. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear your beautiful stuff. They want to hear blow up the White House, kill President Trump, tear down the Empire State Building. Put that to lyrics, and you'll sell a zillion copies. To the haters.
I don't give a shit whether haters buy our music or not. I just want to.
I have news for you. Haters won't buy your album.
That's okay. I don't care.
I'm okay with that too.
Your album is too kind, good-hearted, and sweet. They don't understand those kind of things. Unfortunately, they probably were raised under very bad conditions by horrible parents. My feelings. Anyway, enough of that junk. You're good looking. It's too bad you're married. My friend would love you. No, let me tell you something. She's got a house in Hawaii. She's got a house in Beverly Hills. She's loaded. She's Sue Wong, the famous fashion designer and artist. Look her up on Facebook. She's gorgeous. She's a Chinese lady who's stunningly beautiful.
I think my wife might have a problem with that.
Well, maybe we could talk to your wife and get her. I have another friend, a male friend she might like better than you. And then she'll trade you in for my friend, and then everybody will be happy.
Okay.
Actually, just so you know, B. Claudia said she's streaming the album in the background and that it's awesome.
Yeah, it is a good album.
And she put up a link to some article in ET Canada about the album that looks like it came out November 26th.
No, I again repeat, buy this album. It'll make you happy.
So I have a question for you. So like you're married now. Were you married when Glass Tiger came out?
No, I met my wife to be in 1989. So Glass Tiger was about 3 years into her career. I met her, and you know, we've been together since then. So I had about 3 years on her before we got married.
Now answer this question, which I asked.
Yeah, let me finish.
Well, no, you're finished.
No, I'm not finished because that means it gave him 3 years to like sow his oats because like you're a rock star, like your songs on the radio everywhere.
We're not going to go there.
No, did you get to be a pig?
You see how he changes everything around Jody's stuff.
I have never been a pig.
Thank you. And I could see that you're a gent. Now answer this question, which I don't like asking because it's a stupid, boring question, but I'm curious. How did you come about your name, Glass Tiger?
We used to be called Tokyo. Don't ask me why. We were called Tokyo. And when we signed an international record deal, we just and we got our first little tour. We decided a new beginning. We need a new name. And the guitar player was reading. Do you remember a book by George Plimpton called Paper Lion?
Yeah.
The thing he did with the Detroit Lions. So the guitar player came and said, what if we called ourselves Paper Tiger? And I thought, I don't know. I like Tiger. And I just went home and messed around with combinations of words, came back and said, what do you think of Glass Tiger? And that was it. It was that simple.
Now, I think I may be having an 80-year-old hallucination, but I think I've heard of the group Tokyo. Why do I feel like I know the name Tokyo?
I believe there was a band called Tokyo Rose that may have done something. I'm not sure.
There's also a band, Tokyo Hotel, I think.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think they're like a hard
But
rock.
I feel like
metal band.
I've heard the group Tokyo. I feel like I know them from the 70s.
But we decided to change our name, so we changed it.
No, it's good. Glass Tiger is interesting. Tokyo is not.
So what was it like? Because I read in the article, like how cool was it for you the first time you heard your song on the radio and they played it like on all the different radio stations like at nearly the same time?
Yeah, I was telling Eileen, my old dad kind of lived vicariously through me in the music. He loved it. And he was the real entertainer of the family when I was a boy. So all the big radio stations announced, were told by the record company that you could play it at 5 p.m. on this particular evening. So my dad went out and hustled up the neighbors and borrowed transistor radios. And we had about 5 or 6 of them set up in the living room, all at different call signs for different stations. But of course, the radio stations wanted to get a jump on each other. So at 5 minutes to 5, somebody starts playing it. So then somebody jumps in at 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2. So it was a cacophony of bedlam of noise. And each radio station was playing it. And we were laughing our heads off. And my manager kept calling the house and saying, "You've just sold 5,000 singles." And I'd go, "Oh, that's brilliant," and put the phone down. Then he'd call back and he'd say, "It's 12,000. You know, kept going on.
That's good. So now what makes you not want to live in England? And why do you love Canada? It's so cold.
Well, that's the only thing. I'm sitting looking at about 4 inches of snow right now as we speak. I traveled, well, I came over as a teenager. So, you know, I came over with my parents. And then I had wonderful times in Canada and just, you know.
Oh, so your parents lived in Canada? Yeah,
well, they brought me here at 16.
Oh, so you're really Canadian.
I was a young man at 16. And but I traveled so much coming to places where the sun shines that I used to get a lot of winter breaks. I would just go to LA and places like down in Texas and Arizona. And
how about Palm Springs in the summer?
Yeah, we got a lot of sun, and then we have beautiful weather here in the summertime. So in the winter, so I never left. I just and Scotland is miserable, man. It rains and pisses rain in Scotland 24/7.
And Canada is a very beautiful country. I've traveled from east to west, and Banff is magnificent.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, that's like, if there's a heaven, it has to be Banff.
Beautiful.
And of course, I have a lot of friends up in Sherbrooke. Sherbrooke is north of
Montreal.
Montreal, yeah, and they're French Canadian.
Yeah, I'm going to Montreal tomorrow. Actually,
I love Montreal. There's a very good friend of mine there, Paul. He owns all the porta toilets that they put out in the when they have festivals and stuff. But his are beautiful because they have makeup counters, and I mean they're very elegant porta toilets.
That's hilarious.
No,
I have a question. What's your actual? Because like they're talking.
I just wanted to give Paul a plug. Absolute, not the vodka, but the name of his company is Absolute. So if you're in Montreal and you need porta toilets, look up Absolute and contact Paul.
They're talking about you have a very cool website in the chat room. What's your website? Tell everybody because they didn't write what it is.
Well, there's two things. My website is Alan Frew World, alanfrewworld.com. And then I do my little alanfrewworld.com. And then I do this Instagram live show once a week where I check in with people all around the world. And I usually have guests on. I'd love you two guys to come on my show. It would be brilliant.
Oh, I love it.
We will definitely do that.
And that's on Instagram. And I'm Alan_Frew on Instagram. ALAN_FREW.
And you guys, there's only one L in Alan.
Yes,
And,
one L.
and do you have children? And if you do, are they musical?
I have a grown-up son who was much more, he leaned towards acting, but he ended up becoming a chef. My son is a chef. My daughter's 16. She's very musical. But, you know, I never force it.
No, never.
Try and force it, they'll back away from it. So I'm just letting her do her own thing.
My mother was actress Jenny Gabriel, a silent movie child actress. And
Oh,
when a silent movie child actress, my mother was.
Fantastic.
And when I announced her I wanted to be an actor, she said to me, "Yeah, right. Hollywood's just waiting for you. Go out and get a job. Go work for a union. They have benefits. You want to starve as an actor?" So I had a lot of encouragement to be an actor from my
My
family.
mother, on the night I won 3 of my 5 Canadian awards, 3 of my 5 Juno Awards. I told everybody, my mother still tells me to get a real job.
Yeah, that's what they do. My kids tell me that. My daughters tell me that.
So a Juno Award is like the equivalent of an American Grammy, right?
Correct.
And you have 5 of them?
Yeah, we've been nominated like 11 or 12 times, and we've won it 5 times.
When I finish a movie that I'm in, my daughter will say to me, "Okay, so now when are you going to work?"
Ron, if you look over my shoulder, Jimmy,
Yes.
if you look over my shoulder.
Yes.
it's-
Oh, I see them. Yes.
I see the awards.
you see them there.
Nice. I wish I had an award. I do have a couple of awards. Waycast gave me an award for my outstanding work in getting money for AIDS. That's a very, very big one for me. For Broadway Cast, it's a crystal away with Broadway Cast, Ron. Blah, blah, blah. Awards are nice. They make you feel like you've done something, you've accomplished something. Maybe one day I'll get an award. I'll get an Emmy. You know, I'm going to be in a very good movie soon. I might get an Emmy. It's a good role, and I mean, I'm the lead in the movie, so
Excellent.
maybe. You never know.
You
It's
never
a good
know.
script. It's a good script.
No, we want to get an Emmy, but I won an award for best music publicist in the United States.
You did twice, I think. Right?
No, just one. Oh, 2 different people. I won it from two different
places.
organizations gave it to me.
Right.
So that's fun.
I just want to announce to everybody, I did not do cocaine. So if you see me sniffing and wiping, it's that damn seeds that I talked about. They planted seeds here for the grass, and I'm allergic, so I'm suffering right now.
So all right, so hold on, let's get it. So first of all, you guys, you can go to Alan Frew World. Is it Alan Frew or Alan Frew's World?
No, Alan Frew World.
AlanFrewWorld.com. You guys can follow him on Twitter. He's at Alan Frew and at Glass Tiger. He told you what his Instagram was a minute ago. You want to make sure you get the brand new album that came out. It's called Songs for a Winter's Night, and the single is Happy Holidays, which you can watch the video if you just go to YouTube and plug in Glass Tiger or Happy Holidays. It just pops right up.
Wait, do I have your permission for me to put it on my Facebook page?
Absolutely, my friend.
I will.
Yeah, we're gonna put it out all over the place because it's fun.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. It is somewhat Beatlesque, which is cool. And now that we know the Beatles were kind of like an influence for you.
No, this is the first song you played for me, and I thought, oh my God, it's so Beatlesque.
Yeah,
Beatle-ish. Yeah.
The Beatles were a big influence in my life. My
Absolutely, and you can hear it in the music. It's good.
So who are some of your influences before you guys like made it big? Like who were some of your other musical influences growing up?
Well, you know, I lived in the UK, so I was listening to Rod Stewart. I was listening to The Who, The Stones, but the Beatles were everything. It was all about the Beatles. Elton John. Then when I came to North America, one of the first bands, and I'm proud to call him a friend now, one of the first bands I came in touch with was the Guess Who.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
And I just
this is all from my time. You know, you're talking about my era.
Yeah.
How old are you? How old are you? Am I allowed to ask?
64.
So you're a baby.
Wow,
well,
you're
compared
like
to me, I'm 80. I've been around since the Ink Spots. You know, early day music. I've seen seven generations of music.
You look fabulous. You know who you remind me of? Tony Curtis. I'm sure everybody
tells him that.
You know what? When I was very young, I really looked like him because I used to wear my hair, black hair, like he did. Right. And I remember going to a movie theater in New York, And when I was walking in the theater, a bunch of girls ran up to me screaming, "Can I have your autograph, Mr. Curtis? Can I have your autograph, Mr. Curtis?" So I signed his name. I was late for the movie. I didn't want to say I'm not Tony Curtis and depress them. So I said, "Love Tony, love Tony." And those girls were screaming, "Love Tony."
So good. That's so good.
Well, I have a Jane Russell story. Jane Russell was my best friend, and she and a girlfriend just got off of an airplane, and a bunch of fans ran over to the wrong woman, not Jane, the woman with her, because they looked alike, and they said, "Miss Russell, can I have your autograph?" And Beryl Davis looked at Joan, said, "What should I do?" And Jane said, "Sign the fucking thing."
You gotta love it. So being a famous Canadian artist, are you like friends with a lot of the other other famous Canadian artists? Like, do you know like Bryan Adams or Alanis Morissette or any of those people?
Yeah. I mean, we all cross paths occasionally, and Brian and I text each other occasionally because he loves soccer and he follows Chelsea, and I enjoy Chelsea. Tom Cochrane is a buddy. Burton Cummins.
Oh, we have Tom Cochrane coming on the show at the beginning of the year.
Oh, great. Tom's a good guy.
We have Tom Cochrane and Beverly Knight.
Oh, Beverly.
Love Beverly Knight.
Yeah, we have both of them.
I didn't know Beverly Knight was coming on.
Yeah, she's coming on in January.
Oh, I'm excited.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's very freaking
And
cool.
I understand that my sweet friend
Kathy Sledge
is coming on,
yes.
who I love, and also my other sweet pie, whose name just flipped out of my old brain. Oh my God!
Anyway,
the one come out of the rain.
Oh, Wendy Moulton.
Wendy Moulton's coming on, who I love.
So, who are people nowadays? Like, do you listen to any nowadays bands? Like, do you have any bands that you think, "Oh my God, these bands are really good," or do you not really listen to too much?
You know, Jimmy, I'm the worst when it comes to new music, and it's only because I'm so saturated with what I do. I write all the time. The last thing I want to do is, fill my brain and try to understand what's going on. And so when I do play other music, I tend to retreat to the classics. Anything from the Beatles again to the Stones to all that stuff.
I listen to a ton of playlists, like 70s Spotify playlists.
Let me make another shocking, outrageous comment that I'm famous for. 1940 and 50 were the classic movies, was royalty. 1960, 70, and 80 was classic royalty music.
Yeah.
Music today, unfortunately,
he doesn't like it.
Is not music anymore. It's speaking words. Or if it's not speaking words, the music is just so it doesn't move me, doesn't send me, as we used to say. Your music and people like you, your music made you come alive, and your music is still playing today, and it's as new today as it was 40 years ago. And that's what we're fighting for, and that's why we have Earth, Wind, and Fire on. We had last week we had
Chairman of the Board.
Chairman of the Board, which that song is the best song in the world. And then we had
Martha Davis from the Motels
and Crystal Blue for Suede.
Oh yeah, we had Tommy
James with Crystal Blue, and we got comments from people, young people, saying, "Wow, that was great. I love that song." So that says to me that there are young people out there who think that music is old. And this I've said 1,000 times on the show. Lauren Bacall was a good friend of mine. And I once referred to her movie as an old movie. And she said, "Ron, a movie is only old after you've seen it." And she's right. And music is only old after you've heard it. But all these young people today love your era music.
Oh, Ron, when I, you pass by my daughter's bedroom and the music's blasting, there's probably nothing later than about 1977. My daughter's 16 years of age, and she listens to classic stuff, from the 50s and 60s and 70s.
Royal music. Still today, when Tina Turner sings, "Heard It Through the Grapevine." Is that no? Do I have the right title?
No.
No.
Marvin Gaye sang "Heard It Through the Grapevine."
Wonderful Marvin. No. Tina Turner's fabulous song.
Anyway, she got a million of them.
No, I love her and I love her music.
He forgets things once in a while.
I toured with Tina for 4 months.
Oh,
Oh my God! Don't tell him
You
that.
have no idea how I love Tina Turner. You know,
Oh.
she was ill for a while, and
She's
I
still
was,
ill.
she's not ill anymore. She's getting better. I'm sending her all kinds of positive love and thinking. Tina Turner had a rough time in the world, and her music is just gets you up.
Was she
and
cool?
going. What was
She
she
was
like?
great. I mean, you know, we did 4 months with her all through Europe. She was a superstar and royalty, and she was extremely gracious to Glass Tiger. But once you're touring with a bigger band, you just go there and you do your job. You show up, you do your job, then you leave. So we saw Tina a lot at the beginning, and then in the middle, we were just all doing our own thing, and then we all got together near the end again. But she was a dynamic entertainer. And
How about as a human being? Is she a warm, loving, kind, sweet person?
lovely, lovely, lovely.
I'm happy to hear that.
Lovely.
I'm happy to, because I think she's just absolutely incredible.
So anybody listening? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I've been very lucky. I would say of all the heroes or a little bit of iconic people that I've ever met in my life, 99% of them have all been great. There's only been like 1% have been assholes, and that was
Right.
And everybody has those anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I know when I make a movie, sometimes the star is not in my scene, and we shoot a whole film and never meet. But you meet at the after party or the Oscar or the red carpet, and that's brief. So I never really get an intake on some of these celebrities. How about Patsy Labelle? Did you ever work with her?
Patsy Labelle. I never worked with her, but I'll tell you a story. We were touring America with Steve Perry and Journey. And
Journey, big.
Each night, you know, it was 20,000 people, and there were always big stars showing up. And eventually, or inevitably, Glass Tiger would play, and I would get the nod. Somebody special wants to meet you. And I would go, and it would be Willie Nelson or, you know, John Bon Jovi or whatnot. And one night I was asked to go up to meet someone that wanted to say hi, and it was Patsy Labelle.
I would have passed out.
I would have been in a coma.
And she was a sweetheart.
Oh,
She won't remember that, but I remember it, and she was amazing.
No, everyone loves her. She's very kind and down to earth and as sweet as could be. I hear wonderful stories about her. I only want, you know, we could have met her through Kathy Sledge when we were living in Pennsylvania for a brief time. And we moved, and then I got word that possibly Patty was coming to our house for dinner with Sister Sledge. Sister Sledge is, you know, Kathy Sledge. And I never forgave myself for moving so quickly. I said I could have stayed another month just to meet. I am dying to have Patsy Labelle on this show. I send it out there all the time, and for some reason Patty's not hearing. But Patty, if you're here, you've got your #1 biggest fan here. I will never hurt you.
So we need to go back though, because we were talking before about how, you know, a lot of young people like your daughter listens to 50s, 60s, and 70s music. So you guys, anybody listening to this, if you've never listened to Glass Tiger, you really need to listen to Glass Tiger. You also need to listen to Alan Frew by himself, because his solo stuff is awesome. He did an album, 80290 Rewind. It's got the greatest covers, like 80s covers. Don't You Forget About Me, Human, Every Time You Go Away. That's Paul Young, right?
Paul Young, yeah.
Yeah, we got Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's Tears for Fears. Live to Tell. That's Madonna. Someday. That's Glass Tiger. Hold Me Now. I think that's Thompson Twins.
Correct.
Nothing Compares to You. That's Sinead O'Connor. In Your Eyes. That's Peter Gabriel. Missing You. Who's that? John Waite?
John Waite.
Time After Time is Cyndi Lauper, and Owner of a Lonely Heart is like Yes, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so they're great covers. You guys got to get it. And then you got to get his new album, Happy Holidays. But listen to Glass Tiger music, you guys. Like the first album, I know there's more than one album. I hop on that one because, like, I literally, for about 4 years, I switched off between your album and Peter Cetera's first solo album, back and forth. I would listen to it all night long, sleeping for like 4 years because I liked it so much. So listen to The Thin Red Line, you guys. I mean, they had 2 humongous hits, Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone and Someday, but the whole album is phenomenal. These guys are superstars. Alan's a superstar. Please support him in his, now he's an indie artist, so happy holidays, and get the Christmas album, Songs for a Winter's Night. You won't be sorry.
Okay, now another question. What does it sell for?
I have no idea.
Well, Jimmy, what do you think it's
I
selling?
don't know, like $10 or something. It's not a lot of money.
Good, because right now people are going through an economic problem with this
You can
virus.
stream it for free on Spotify.
Right. So go ahead, folks. Stream it for free on Spotify.
That's what
And you will, if you can afford to buy it. But if you can afford to buy it, please buy it.
So then he can make some money because he doesn't make any money streaming.
I hate him. I'm married to him for 9 years. How I'm doing it, I'll never know. Now, if you're really a friend of mine, why don't you lend me money for a divorce?
Yeah.
No, I mean, he drives me nuts. He interrupts me all the time. It makes me, 80 years old. I forget things as it is. I don't need to be interrupted. And I really become a vegetable moron. See, I forgot. Oh, yeah. If you can afford to buy this album, please do. This man likes to eat. And this is how he makes a living. So don't think you're beating him out. I'm getting it for free. Only get it for free if you cannot afford it. But if you can afford it, be a sport, be a gent. Buy his album.
You're an author too, right?
Yeah, I put a book out in 2007 called The Action Sandwich. And as we speak right now, I'm in the middle of writing a second one.
There you go. So you guys, you can find out all that information by going to alanfrewworld.com. Again, follow him on Twitter and Instagram, at Alan Frew, at Glass Tiger. I think the Instagram was Alan_Frew.
Correct.
Follow him, you guys. Watch his show on Instagram. It's very cool. It's a lot of fun. And we want to wish you all the luck with the new album and in your safe travels spending the Christmas holiday with your family. I'm sure you're excited to see him. So we wish you all the best with that.
I am. Jimmy and Ron, thank you so much, guys. I wish you nothing but peace and happiness during this Christmas season. And I'll talk to you again.
Absolutely.
Yes,
thank you.
And I wish you all things wonderful, always.
Thank you, Ron.
It was a pleasure to get to know you again. We've seen you before on our show, but it's been a while ago. Thank you so much for coming on.
And
thank you so much for your wonderful album. I really am going to play it as we open our gifts on Christmas, and I'll think of you.
Thank you. And if I run into Patsy Labelle, I'll tell her.
Yes, tell her.
Please do.
Tell her.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious.
I'll love you forever if you do.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Take care. Happy Christmas.
All right, everybody. So you guys can listen to the Jimmy Star Show. We're getting ready to bring one of our next guests on who's ready. You can listen to the Jimmy Star Show weekly on our home station, W4CY Radio. We're also on K4HD Radio in St. Louis. No, in LA. Jackalope Radio in St. Louis. iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audio Boom, Podomatic, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, Apple TV, Podbean, Spotify, Pandora, and Amazon Podcasts. On TV, you can see us on Roku, Comcast, Vimeo, YouTube, and on JimmyStarsWorld.com. All right, go ahead. Rebel, let's go ahead and bring her in. And we'll see what we can do. And then I think Ralph's coming in second as soon as he's ready. Oh, we don't see or hear it, though, because the little thing says no microphone and no picture. So we have to, hit the microphone. Oh, there we go.
There she is. Look at her.
Say something. Let's see if we can hear you.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm sad, though, that I have to follow Alan Frew. I don't, Do
you know who Alan Frew is?
I know his work. Oh, my God.
Wait.
If you've listened to music anytime in the last, 30, 40 years, then you've heard Alan Frew's work.
Absolutely.
Well, you listen to me, sister. I don't really know who you are because I'm 80 and I don't follow music of today. And since we're not allowed to play your music on our show anymore because they throw us off, I said to Jimmy before, let me hear this broad and what she sounds like. Well, let me tell you in 3 words. I love you.
Oh,
Your Christmas song brought tears to my eyes. Are talking about the children, the gifts, everything beautiful and wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the Christmas song. It's going to make a lot of people out there happy. People that are unhappy. You're a wonderful, and the voice is not to be believed. I'm a fan.
So hold on, I want to talk for a minute. So
before
we do anything, because I always have known who you are, and I'm a big fan, and so this is going to sound really stupid, but I saw a tweet that you did saying how people screw your name up all the time, and it was a tweet from 5 years ago. And so then I Googled you, how do you pronounce your name? And every interview that you were on, they always go straight to the interview, but they never go to how you pronounce your name. So I'm going to guess that I think it's Siedah. And is that correct, or did I totally butcher it?
You are absolutely correct. It's Aida. It's like the opera Aida.
Aida.
Saida.
I am so
Saida.
excited about that. So here's what we're going to do, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, two-time Oscar nominee, Grammy winner, the most talented songwriter, singer on the planet, Siedah Garrett. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Thanks for
super excited to have you.
I'm excited that you're here after hearing your song, your Christmas song.
Thank you.
You have a voice that I love. Your voice is very reminiscent of my favorite singer, who's Patsy Labelle, when she sings lower notes, and also of another singer that we know very well, who is Cece Peniston from Finally. Cece's a dear friend of ours. And
she's so cool. I've listened
I
to her.
love her.
Yeah.
I love Cece's.
So let me introduce you. First of all, this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Ron Russell.
Do we have to do that?
Yes, because we have to for
the listeners coming in. Where do you live?
No, wait, say hello, because I've got to do the chat room.
Hello.
We're married, so we argue all the time. People are used to it. That's why they tune in. Don't worry.
Hello.
So funny.
Hello, Saeed. Welcome.
Siedah.
Siedah, welcome to our show.
There you
happy
go.
now?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron. He's happy.
We have a chat room filled with like about 15 different countries. So please say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
And we have
world.
Our biggest supporter, one of our biggest supporters is in Germany, and she's a huge music freak. She loves like everybody. And when she saw you were coming on the show, I thought she was going to pass out. So her name is B. Claudia. So just please say hi, B. Claudia.
Hey, Claudia, what's up?
There you go. All right, now she'll pass out and we'll be good.
Do you know Lily McLeod?
I do not.
Oh, because she's in Europe right now, trying to get back here. She's a wonderful singer, and your voice is very similar to her voice. She's got one of the most beautiful voices in the world. I call it the violin, and your voice is a violin. Your notes are wonderful, and the pitch of your voice is just perfect.
Thank
you. The song is, I can't get over it. I do not blow smoke up anybody's butt, and I don't say anything that I don't feel. And if I didn't like you, I would let Jimmy do the interview.
So you guys were talking about the song "Have a Very Merry Christmas."
If you don't,
that Siedah Garrett did with Ralph Johnson, who is now joining us. Ralph,
wait a minute. Listen.
Well, good.
We have 4.5 million people watching us, and if all of you. No, I'm not kidding. We're all over the world. And if all of you do not buy this album, I don't want you to ever come on our show again. Because you're stupid and dumb.
Like that.
Because, no, this album is so fantastic.
It's just a song. It's a single.
This song is so fabulous that you've got to add it to your Christmas music. I told Jimmy to put it in our house.
Hold on. So now we have to introduce Ralph. First of all, Ralph, let's hear you talk to make sure we can hear you.
Hey, can you hear me? And hello, good day, one and all. I see you've already engaged with the beautiful Siedah, who's one of my favorite people. I just want
absolutely. So is one thing you can do for can you like move your screen back a little bit so we don't cut off the top of your head?
Yes, we can do that.
I love the pink bow tie. That's fabulous.
I love the bow tie too.
Yeah, I'm a bow tie person. Every now and then I like to work a little bow tie action, So
okay,
I look like an idiot.
All right, everybody. So we've already welcomed Siedah to the show. Now we want to welcome 17-time Grammy nominee, 6-time Grammy winner, one of the members of Earth, Wind & Fire, one of the most popular commercial best-selling groups of all time, Mr. Ralph Johnson. Hello and welcome to the show.
Ralphie.
Oh, that was good, Siedah. I like that. That was freaking fabulous.
Hey, thank you for having us on. It's good to be here. How you guys doing? What's going on?
We're fantastic.
I think you have to introduce me. Right?
Okay, so yeah, now I have to introduce. This is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Ron Russell.
Yeah, I have to be a phony now and act like an actor. Welcome to our show. It's so nice to have you here today.
It is nice to have you.
Now listen to me. Do me a favor. You must do this or we're going to cut you out right now. Sing with me the first lyric to Do You Remember? Let's do it. Ready? Together.
On three.
Together.
1, 2, 3. Do you remember? The
Okay,
21st night of September.
September.
Okay, now I can go around.
He's gonna go telling everybody.
I sang with
Now, I usually don't do that for everybody, so you must be special.
No, wait a minute. Listen, I'm gonna go tell everybody now, right on Facebook. Did you know I sang with Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Well, you just did,
I just did. I made history.
And we have a chat room full of people, Ralph, so just say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody in the chat room. It's good to see you. Hello.
There you go. So I want to tell you,
lovely Siedah
Garrett. She is so fabulous
and talented,
yes,
with a voice like a violin.
I can dig
so it. I want to, number one, say we're excited to have both of you guys. We've been very fortunate that our show has gotten a lot of musical legends lately, and you're our third Earth, Wind, and Fire member that we've had actually on the show. We had Verdine White on about a month ago, and then last year we had Philip Bailey on.
Well, shoot, so, I'm lagging. I'm behind. About time I made it, right?
But nobody else wore a beautiful bow tie like that, and nobody else has a duet with the fabulous Siedah Garrett. So, like, you are totally, like, killing it, dude.
Now, about the song.
And thank you about the bow tie, and fabulous she is, yes.
Yes, she is.
About the song, I explained this to Siedah, that we're not permitted to play music anymore because they cut us off and some kind of bullshit. Anyway, I said to Jimmy this morning, play the song for me so I know what I'm talking about. They played the song. The lyrics are so charming. I mean, the part about the children opening the gifts got me. I got tears. Her voice is a friggin' violin. The background is so my music. It's so almost like cool 70s, almost I want to be jazz disco. It's just so groovy, as we used to say. I'm telling everybody, you must, I insist that you get this out, this song. It's a single, it's not an album.
It's called Have a Very Merry Christmas. So did you guys know each other, or how did you hook up together to do a song?
Tell him, Ralph.
Siedah had worked with Earth, Wind on our Now Then and Forever album, a song called My Promise. And so right around it was 2014 when we did this. And, I have on my bucket list 3 things. So one of those 3 things was to write one day a really cool Christmas song. But the other two things are to go do a VIP ride with the Blue Angels, and then to go scuba diving in the Sea of Cortez with the manta rays, because I'm a certified scuba diver also. But
good for you.
Wait, back it up. You want to ride with the Blue Angels?
I would die. I'm terrified.
I'm a student pilot, so I'm very much into military aircraft.
Good for you. That's fabulous.
I don't know what to tell you, but anyway, so.
Gotta have goals, Ron. You gotta have goals.
Yes.
Amen. So
we want to interview Charlize Theron.
One of the writers on the tune, Raymond Crossley, came to me with the track, and he said, "Man, check this out." And I listened. I said, "Wow, okay, that's a really cool track." And I kind of came up with the hook about "Have a Very Merry Christmas." Then I said, "Man, I need somebody to sing this, and I need somebody to work with me and finish these verses off and put the magic on it." And honestly, I was intimidated. I didn't know if I should call Siedah and what she would say.
No.
I was like, man, I was stressing out behind calling Siedah.
She's a sweetie pie.
I called her up. I spoke with her wonderful manager, husband Eric, and he said, "Man, hey," and we put it together. And what you hear I think is just fabulous. It's a really great Christmas song. It really is. It's great because Siedah sang it and she wrote the lyrics.
Well, let me say three things about the song. We're educated music people. I'm 80 years old. I've been around 7 generations of music, so I know shit from Shinola. The 3 things about this song that's wonderful are: number 1, the voice; number 2, the music; and number 3, the lyrics. When you have those 3 components in a piece, it is going to live forever. Please, everybody out there, listen to me. You will be so happy. You will call me and thank me and say, "Ron Russell, thank you for insisting we get this song." It has to be up there with Johnny Mathis, Patsy Labelle, and the rest of my fabulous people at Christmas time. By the way, do either one of you know Patsy Labelle?
Yes.
We've met,
You must contact her. For me, Kathy Sledge is a dear friend of mine from Sister Sledge,
Ah.
and we lived in Pennsylvania. They lived next door, the next town over. And I said to Kathy, "Why don't you come over for dinner? I'll make a nice Italian meal for you and your husband." And she said, "Oh, I'd love to, Ron." And then she calls me back. She said, "You know, I could invite Patti LaBelle." Well, after they picked me up off the kitchen floor and resuscitated me, I said, "Are you jazzing me? You're going to bring Patti LaBelle here for dinner?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "You know, she's a good cook. I better cook good." And I was floating for days and days.
And then we moved.
Then we sold the house, and the people wanted it right away.
And we're in California.
And we moved to Palm Springs, and they went my LaBelle dinner.
Well, what did you cook that night? I want to know what you cooked.
Do I remember? It was delicious. Whatever.
He's
it is.
Italian, so he cooks Italian really
Whatever
good.
it was high-end Italian food. It wasn't pizza, that's for sure. No.
I'm only asking because I do a pretty cool lasagna. I'm just saying.
Oh, there we go. I love
do
lasagna.
also. But
So hold on, wait.
I consider Patti LaBelle to be
One of his
probably
favorite singers of all time.
to probably be one of the clearest, most wonderful note-carrying voices I have ever heard in my life. When LaBelle goes, and she goes way up where nobody can go, it's not screaming, it is a voice. I adore Patti LaBelle. I have every bit of her music, and I just told Saida that
we're gonna work on this.
I think she's got a little bit of LaBelle in her in the lower octave.
I'll take any percentage of LaBelle.
I mean, come on. So listen, do me a favor, really, if you can contact them.
Oh, yeah, right.
No, really, I would do it for them. Are you serious? Listen, we're all in the same business. And tell her that we love her and we would love her to come on our show. And I won't curse, and I'll keep the show clean.
Yeah, because sometimes we curse. So I want to do some bragging for the two of you guys
and I got
first.
news for you. We will give her such a tribute. She'll never forget it.
So you guys, first of all, the new single is called "Have a Very Merry Christmas." You can go on YouTube, and all you have to do to listen to it is plug in the title and stick in Ralph Johnson, Siedah Garrett, and you will have it there, and you can watch it. And it is really a beautiful video, and the two of them together, it's just phenomenal.
Jimmy, do you think there's any way?
Hang on, let me finish.
Look, do you think there's any way that we could contact YouTube and say to
No,
them?
I already tried.
No, say to them, this song is going to help with the
It doesn't
virus.
make any difference.
People that are committing suicide because of this song gives them inspiration, makes people happy.
Okay, but I've tried.
I don't think YouTube would deny.
I've tried it.
No,
so here's
tell
what
them-
happened. So
tell
I don't know
them-
if you guys know. Wait, if
Wait,
you guys,
one thing.
please let me talk.
I'll hit you. No, you don't have to
We're
talk.
married. We fight all the time. So let me ask you a question.
Well,
So,
we love
do you guys
each
know?
other.
Do you guys know who John B is? Have you ever heard of John B, the R&B singer? Anyway,
Absolutely. I toured with John B in Shanghai. Yeah.
not to be like sarcastic or anything, but like there's a bigger list of people you haven't toured with than list that you have toured with.
Okay.
So anyway, we had him on for his new single, and we were playing the new single, and in the middle of the show, YouTube and Facebook and everybody cut us off because you don't have the rights. Literally, they took us off the air because we don't have the rights to play the songs, even though it was his song. And so we're not allowed to do it anymore. That's why we're telling people where to go.
You know what, Jimmy? Give me whoever the CEO, whoever's the head of YouTube.
Okay, we'll worry about that later.
No, I will contact them about. No, I want to tell them about this particular song.
It's a fabulous song.
My thing in life right now is to stop the suicides. We have so many suicides coming in from people who are alone. It's pathetic. This song can only bring them happiness and make them smile and feel good.
Song.
We may save lives with your song. I know it sounds corny and pretentious and weird, but I'm a weirdo, so I believe in this kind of stuff.
So hang on, let me go. I have to do my bragging.
Stop interrupting. You could brag all day.
No,
God.
I need to.
Shut up. I hate him. I wanted to. Listen, could you lend me some money for a divorce? Now listen to me. Please, Jimmy. Call YouTube.
You can't call YouTube.
Well, years ago we called people.
You can't call anybody. You can't call Netflix. You can't call Apple. You can't call anybody.
Isn't that sad that we can't call each people?
All right. So anyway, let me go on because I've got lots of stuff to go over here. I want to go over to in promoting this song and all the good things.
I hope you all don't think we're weird.
So here's first of all, I'm going to go since Siedah came on first. I want to do some bragging for her real quick. First of all, I had no idea that you did "Do You Want It Right Now," which I know a lot of people have covered, and it's from the Fast Forward soundtrack. And I had no idea that was you until I Wikipedia'd you today. And I used to listen to the song all the time when I was a little bit younger, and I didn't know who sang anything. I just listened to songs. So
you
it's
were
fabulous.
never younger.
Yes, I was. So you guys. So not only has she worked with almost everybody on the planet, She co-wrote Man in the Mirror with Michael Jackson. She sings on I Just Can't Stop Loving You with Michael Jackson. She's worked with the Pointer Sisters, the Brand New Heavies, of which she was a member of for a short time. Quincy Jones, Tevin Campbell, we've had on the show, Donna Summer, Madonna, Jennifer Hudson, where she got her Grammy nomination and her 2-time Oscar nomination for the song from Dreamgirls, Love You I Do. And in 2017, she got a Lifetime Achievement Award by the National R&B Music Society in Philadelphia, and it was presented by Kathy Sledge, is why I brought that up.
Isn't Kathy a sweetie pie?
She is a doll.
I love her so much.
Just a doll.
I want Jimmy to tell you the story about Kathy Sledge. I have interviewed.
Jimmy, tell me the story.
Wait, I have interviewed Betty Davis and Laura McCall. I've interviewed the greatest stars of Hollywood over the years, and none of them impressed me. You know, Betty was cool. We talked about, you know, her toilet seat, and no, seriously. And I don't get affected by big names. I'm in the business forever. Well, we go to a screening of a TV series
in Pennsylvania.
And I'm walking through the crowd, talking to people, and suddenly this woman is talking to me, and I said, "Your name is?" And she said, "Kathy Sledge. Take it over."
Oh, so he goes freaking out. He's like, "Kathy Sledge from Sister Sled," and I was about 25 yards away from him at the other end of the room, and all of a sudden I hear him screaming, Jimmy, get over here! This is Kathy Sledge from Sister Sledge," and he starts singing "We Are Family" in front of like 500 people, and it was great because then we talked with her. We had her come on the show. We became friends. We went and saw her in New York when she played. Who was that?
Oh my God! She did What's Her Face with the Flowers. The jazz singer, Billie Holiday.
She did a play of Billie Holiday.
She did all Billie's songs, and I was sitting there like melting because first of all, now she's my friend, and I love her voice, and I love her, and I just couldn't stop telling her after the show how wonderful she was when she did, you know, Dems is God. Oh God.
Anyway, he never gets affected by like hardly anybody at all, and it's the first time in like all the years that we had been together that I'd ever seen him actually affected. And we meet,
I know
fabulous, wonderful people.
I know Johnny Mathis, my idol, my favorite male singer. I went food shopping with him
next to Earth, Wind and Fire
in Hollywood. I'm not gonna lie. Johnny Mathis comes first.
So wait, hang on.
Above everybody.
Let me keep going though. Hold on. So now we're gonna get to brag a little bit for Ralph, you guys. So Ralph, you guys, anybody on the planet, everybody knows Earth, Wind and Fire. Everybody knows who they are. Over 100 million records sold. One of the most commercially successful acts of all time, according to Rolling Stone. 6 Grammy wins. Actually, I had written down 8 someplace before, though. I don't know why, but
it's actually 7.
Okay, 7. Good.
The last one was 2016 and was Lifetime Achievement.
Okay, they need to add that to your Wikipedia. So 7 Grammy and 17. 8. That means there's 18 nominations, probably 4 American Music Awards. And you guys know these songs: September, Boogie Wonderland, Let's Groove. Let's Groove Tonight. After the Love Is Gone, Fantasy, Reasons, Got to Get You Into My Life. Ron was having me play all the songs this morning. Reasons, Shining Star. There's so many of them you can't count them all. So between the two of these people,
wait. You also have to say that Ralph is one of the original members of Earth, Wind & Fire.
Yes, an original member, which is freaking like awesome.
Wait a minute. Do I need to bring up last year's Kennedy Center honor or just leave that out?
No, bring it up.
Bring it up, baby.
I can leave it out, or you can, it's up to you. I don't know what I
bring it up. Bring it up.
No, bring it up. You know what? You're one of the most famous, popular, successful musicians in the history of music. Both of you guys.
You're up there with royalty. You're up there with the music of the 70s and 80s, which was the best music ever written, except for jazz of the 40s. And you're royalty. I mean, come on, cut the crap.
I put you guys' picture.
I have danced to your music. I have gotten loaded to your music, and I have sung your music all of my life. Earth, Wind and Fire is up there with Chicago and all the other boys and all the greats.
We have Bill Champlin from Chicago
coming on. I mean, we're lucky. We've had all the royalty of the best music ever. Disco music still turns me on. I play it all the time, and I dance around to lose weight.
So hold on, let's go back though. So first of all, go ahead.
No, I was going to say thank you for the compliments, and I just tell people in interviews that I've been very blessed, and it's just
Ralph,
been my life.
Ralph,
I've been very blessed.
Ralph, They are not
Yes.
compliments. They are not compliments. They're truth.
They're
It's a difference.
accomplishments.
Compliments,
Facts, baby, facts.
Facts, that's right.
Compliments can be bullshit.
Oh my God, I love you, Siedah.
Oh, she could be my best friend. She's got
And you have such
she's got a
beautiful
mouth
smile.
like mine. Saidah's got a mouth like mine.
You have the most
She'll
beautiful
tell you,
smile.
Siedah will put you in your place in 2 minutes. There's nobody's fool. I love her mouth.
Oh, well.
I could tell.
My,
Oh,
oh,
I could
my.
tell. She's one tough bunny. She's sugar on the outside and she's lemon
First of all, you
juice
can't
on the
be as
inside.
successful as you've been if you didn't, you
That's
know.
a great lemonade, by the way, Ron.
Yes,
I know it is.
it
It's and it's delicious.
So
See how she comes back.
she's so beautiful.
I really love you. Where do you live?
I live in Hancock Park in Los Angeles.
Oh, my very good friend lived there also.
And Ralph, where do you live? Are you in California also, Ralph?
I'm in Woodland Hills.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
We're going to invite the both of you to the next big function that we go to, which would probably be a music function that they're trying to put together with all the great music of years ago. It'll be a big feast once we're able.
To get out of the house.
This way,
Is this after the vaccine or before?
Yeah, this is going to be after because we
after.
don't go anywhere.
No, we're not allowed. We're told to stay home now. No, this way I can get to hug Siedah and take your bow tie.
Oh,
So
okay.
hang on. Ralph told us his like bucket list things, and you've had so many accomplishments you can't even like name them all. So like, what's on your bucket list that you haven't done yet that you still would like to do?
Well, I still got to knock out that VIP ride with the Blue Angels because of, I'm in the military aircraft.
I love
And
that.
I still have to go scuba diving down in Cozumel and see if I can hook up with some manta rays.
Okay, so Siedah then put yours into his.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I
That's
don't.
because everything he's done everything else. Siedah, how about you? You've worked with the biggest people on the planet. You're a superstar. Like, what is there left that you would really like to do? Because I also read that you did a little bit of acting in something and Tevin Campbell was in it too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's real. It's hard to tell.
We had an ill-fated pilot that went rather quickly, but yeah, I think before
Look at him laughing.
Before I leave this planet, I want to do a photo safari in Kenya.
Oh, cool.
And I would like to win Knitwear Designer of the Year at some point. And I would like to also win an Oscar and a Tony along with my Grammy.
There you go.
I love it. Hey, I gotta jump in on this knitting thing. Man, Siedah Garrett can knit, and I don't mean almost knit. I mean, she can knit, Jack. I mean, we'll knit you something to wear, and it will be fabulous.
I knit and crochet, actually, and I crocheted what I'm wearing, actually.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well,
Stand up a little bit just so we can see.
Check that out.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Oh, that is beautiful.
It's fabulous.
I can't really see it, but it's a little
Are those sequins in the front?
Yes.
Yeah, you sewed them all one by one?
She is super. Oh man, beautiful.
I've been dying to show you my chest anyway.
Ron loves that.
Now listen, you know what I wish they would bring back to film, and I'm an expert on old film, by the way. I worked with Robert Osborne years ago on preserving all of the great movies of the 40s.
Like Turner Classic Movies.
Classic, right. I want to bring back oh my God, I'm 80 years old, you'll lose it. Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise. That musical.
I don't know what it is.
Kismet. And I would love to see Siedah playing the lead in Kismet. And I can just hear her now in the garden when he's making love to her. And she's singing that wonderful song with that gorgeous violin in her throat. We've really got to bring back the musical. They were wonderful musicals. We bring in everything else back, all the crap of years ago. The junk somehow gets in, but the good stuff doesn't. So many Broadway musicals that Black people haven't played in. And it would be so refreshing to see the leads played by a Black artist instead of always a white artist. And I feel good about
a musical, Ralph, to go along with our Christmas song.
There you go.
You say what, Siedah? We need to
write a musical.
Write a musical to go along with our Christmas song.
You know what? You may have something there.
Why not have?
But wait a minute, Siedah, didn't you do some music for a Christmas musical in Europe or something?
Yeah, I was in Austria, And
Right.
we were celebrating the 200th anniversary of the writing of the song Silent Night. And it was written by two Austrian gentlemen, very
Right.
famous songwriters there. They're very proud of that, that little piece of heritage and history. So we wrote, along with John Debney, and wrote this amazing Christmas musical that it was unlike anything I'd ever done, because we had a set deadline. We already had a place, so we had to work backwards, like when we're going to start to end on Christmas Day in this particular soundstage. And it was the same place that The Sound of Music was filmed. So
Whoa.
Austria in the summer was amazing. That's when I went there to do the casting, and then went back for Christmas, and it was like living in a Christmas card.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
It was just,
Wow.
it was so beautiful. It was the epitome of Christmas, and I loved it. And the musical went over very well. It was on for a couple of weeks, I think, and sold out the whole time. Like the governor and the mayor, and they all came.
Yay!
It was amazing. It was really amazing.
So hold on, wait.
With your energy, you could play Mame Dennis in Auntie Mame.
Stop putting me. I don't want to work that hard. Stop putting me to work.
Are you serious?
So wait, I want to go.
Wait, to be on Broadway in a play like in a musical like that is
I'm sure it's amazing, but it's a lot of work. I know what
Yes.
that entails. It's a lot.
I believe that.
Every night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to the knitting thing. So I was a clothing designer for many years. I dressed like Elton John and all kinds of cool people, and did costume design for films. And everybody on, now that you mentioned it, they're all like in the chat room, because there's a ton of people in the chat room just chatting as we go along. And they said first of all, tell everybody what's your Instagram.
Siedah Garrett.
So it's Siedah Garrett. They're all talking about how beautiful that you can see your knitwear on your Instagram page.
Yes.
So you guys follow her on Instagram and look at all her cool stuff. And so like, do you sell the stuff that you make, or do you just make it for friends, or what are you doing so far? Is it just a hobby?
I've been making stuff for friends and family for years, but I've been encouraged. I was the keynote speaker for the Vogue Knitting Live a couple of years ago, and I've been encouraged by famous knitwear designers who have television shows on the DIY network and things like that. And they've encouraged me to write a book for my designs, because I don't really follow a pattern. I will make a garment based on something that I've seen or someone else's pattern, but since I don't follow the pattern, it becomes my own design. And I love it to make it mine. So I might.
So, did you make anything for Ralph? Have you made Ralph anything? See, he's waiting. He's sitting there waiting, going, "Where's mine?"
You know what? Ralph made me a bracelet. Ralph weaves. What do you call? Is it macrame?
It's paracord.
Paracord
bracelet.
Beautiful.
Because Saidah's favorite color is orange. Am I not right?
That's right? Right. That's right.
He's drinking out of an orange cup.
There you go.
That's my color too.
And in the chat room, that Ralph, they want to know, like, so how long have you been flying? They want to know about your flying adventures.
I started taking lessons in 1977, and we used to, in the early days when we started doing special effects in Earth, Wind and Fire, we had this spot in the show where the drum set that I was playing on would rise up, and then it would tilt right and left, and then it would turn upside down, and I would still be playing upside down. And so the gentleman that was flying us at that time in our 4-engine turboprop said, "Man, I could teach you how to fly." I said, "Okay, let's go." So I started taking flight lessons in 77. I still have to finish, but I've got about 80 hours in a Piper Warrior. I mean, I can fly. It's just a matter of taking the final exam.
Do you fly upside down?
No, I don't do inverted flying.
You should fly upside down.
Only inverted drum playing does he do.
Only inverted drum playing, yes.
I was going to say you should fly upside down while you're playing drums in an airplane and have it videoed. That would be remarkable.
Yeah, you get like millions of hits.
If you're paid for these special effects, I think I can do it.
You know what special effect, what CGI costs today, it would probably be my entire life's income.
Well, I don't know.
I think
But
that's
no, so that's I don't have my pilot's license to answer you. I'm still a student pilot. But we're working on that, you know.
I think
Good.
it's fair.
Just stay safe. I don't care for flying. I'm not a
So
flyer.
now that you two have become such good friends, like, are we going to see some other collaborations coming out in the future? I know you're good friends. I can tell by all the mannerisms.
Yeah, Ralph.
That must mean that Siedah wants to do it and Ralph's blowing her off.
No,
Give her a date, Ralph. Give her a
we
date.
actually, look, wait a minute. Okay, listen up. All right, listen. So after we did the Christmas song, I'm walking around the house thinking, okay, a Christmas song is cool, but that's seasonal. You're going to get about 2 weeks out of a year for that. So I sat down with my other writing partner, Marcel East, and we came up with this track. And then we wrote this song, the three of us, myself, Marcel East, and Siedah, called Aura, Embrace Your Light. And it's a beautiful tune.
And where is it? Has it come out yet? He froze.
Yeah, he did. Ralph, you're frozen. There you go.
Okay, so what happened? What happened to that song, Ralph?
It's out. It's out. We put it out. We wound up putting it out. Absolutely.
Oh, wait, tell us the name of it again so we can find it.
Siedah, for your information, I've been doing some additional production on that tune here at home, which I haven't given to you yet, but it's.
Oh,
wait,
give us the name.
What's the name of the song?
The song is called. Go ahead.
Aura, Embrace Your Light.
I want to hear it. You know, I'm a fan of yours now after hearing your Christmas song. I'm sorry that I don't know.
You know what? Here's something funny.
No, you have been a fan of forever. I'm talking about Siedah. You know, now that I hear your credits, I know your music. I just never knew who you were. Why is it that your publicist never made you the number one and the song the number two? They made the music more famous than you, and I don't get that.
I wasn't the artist at the time. My career is storied and checkered, but I'm happy with the success that I've had. I live very comfortably, and I guess things happen for a reason. I don't know if I would have been able to handle success at an early stage in my career. I'm just happy the way things have gone thus far.
I have to tell you. Wait.
Let me finish. I'm adding you to my list, and I intend to push you whenever I can, so people will know who you are and what it is you have done and what you have sung, because you certainly deserve the credit.
Thank you.
Period.
I want to say
no bullshit,
because we're a little bit different apart in ages, even though like I look old.
Jimmy's much older.
Yeah, right.
I'm 80.
And
90.
but I have to say, because as soon as I told people that you were coming on the show, anybody who's in that age range of like 25 to like 55, they knew immediately, because I got like thousands of retweets and likes and stuff on it. And so, and people were like fainting. They're like, you're kidding. So you have a huge fan base and audience. And Ralph, you have a huge fan base and audience, because like
worldwide.
Doesn't even get any freaking like bigger.
We don't even have to uptalk you.
So is there?
Get out of here.
So let's go with this though. Then is there like I know you. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than Michael Jackson, but this is a question for both of you. Like, so you've worked with like so many people. Is there like one person that's just been out of your grasp or out of your reach that you haven't had a chance to work with yet that you think it would be fun to work with?
For me, it was Prince.
Oh, and you can't do that either. That's too bad.
Well, then
biggest talent ever.
Replace Prince with Patsy Labelle. I would love I would love to hear an on my own between the two of them. They could do a gay version, a lesbian version, and they could. No, seriously. Hey, listen, we're gay. We have a right to. Black lives matter. Well, so do gay rights matter. We're so like left behind. Everybody's doing diversifying everything. Television commercials, they're brown, they're black, they're green, they're yellow, they're blue. No gays. We're still in the closet.
Yes,
when they advertise an AIDS pill, that's nice. Let the world think we all have AIDS. I mean, it's sad what the media does to gay people. Well, they've been doing it to black people for centuries. So now it's our turn. You guys got out of the closet. You're free now. You're going to happen.
We're far from free, honey.
No, both.
There's still some work to be done, I think.
Yeah, we're done.
Ralph.
Well, now that's true.
Ralph.
I didn't get a chance to answer the question.
Okay. Yes.
See, now when I answer this question, I'm really going to be dating myself because I'm going to throw out a name of a female vocalist that none of you are familiar with.
Mary Wells.
No, Shirley Bassey.
Oh, I
He
love
knows.
Shirley.
He's 80.
I mean,
He knows.
I'm not lying. I was born in 1940.
Even I know. I'm not that
Shirley
old.
Bassey sung the James Bond song. What are you kidding me?
Dame Shirley Bassey. I would love to work with Shirley Bassey on something.
Is she still around?
Incredible voice, just a big voice, just big, you know.
But she's got to be my age.
Well, I don't know.
If she's still around.
Call her up.
I don't know. I'll see if we can get in touch with her.
I
We'll
would
hook you
love
up.
to have her on our show. I would love to have her on our show because she really knocked out some great work.
So I want to do one more bragging for both of you. So for Ralph, you guys, Ralph is like a phenomenal jazz musician, which you should be able to tell just when you listen to the Christmas song and everything that you got going on. He's like phenomenal, and he just I don't know how long old this is, but you got an HMMA nomination for "Smooth and You" featuring Gerald Clayton.
I got an HMMA for "Smooth and You," but check this out. In 2018, I won an HMMA working with Siedah Garrett on the tune we mentioned earlier, Aura.
All right.
Now, wait a minute. We have to
wait a minute. Don't make me go get it. I'm going to go get it right now.
No, wait. You have to tell our listening audience what an
HMMA, Hollywood Music and Media's Award. I think is what that stands for.
Nobody knows.
I got invited to that last year, but we didn't go. We got invited to that, but we didn't go.
Siedah, you look like you're a character.
There it is.
Yay! Congratulations. So you got one too.
I won that working with that wonderful lady right there. Thank you very much.
So Siedah, you have one too. There's her Grammy too, right behind her.
Yeah. You know what I like most about
that? Like the coolest shit ever.
You know what I
Congratulations.
like? Siedah, you know what I like most about you in this interview? You're honest. You're not bullshitting us back. And I like that when so many people come on and they do this, goody two shoes crap. I like the fact that you set the record straight and you tell it like it is. You're like me, upfront and honest.
So here's Siedah's next thing. She's got a single out, you guys, and it's a very powerful song. It's called "The New Frontier." Say their names. And it's a Black Lives Matter song about the people, all the people who have been killed, mentioning the names of the people who were killed. And it's very, very emotional. And everybody needs to go on YouTube and Google it and watch it because it's phenomenal. So the two of them have got such great things going on. And I was actually told that I have to make sure I have Siedah out of here at 1:45, which is like 30 seconds away from now.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to go.
I know, but she's got to go. And our whole show ends in 5 minutes anyway. But we want to thank you, Siedah. We think you're such an amazing talent, and it's been such a pleasure to have you on our show. Congratulations on all your successes, and I know there's going to be many, many more, but it's such an honor to have you, and it's been a pleasure to talk with you.
Thanks for inviting me. Thank you, Ralph, for inviting me to participate.
No, I had to do it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you, Black, baby. I love you, Black.
You got
I love you. I've never heard that one.
That's actually a really good one.
That's a new one. I
like it. It's an old one that I just made up.
Now, you guys wait, Siedah, will I offend all our Black friends if I say that to them? If I say I love you,
I love you, Black.
Is that like going to be like a racist remark?
I don't know. Coming from an old Jew, I don't know.
He's an old Jew, so I don't know. He is an old Jew, so I don't know. Well, anyway, you guys.
Here's the thing. If you're up to it, try.
She said if you're up to it, try.
No, I'm gonna call CeCe Peniston. I call her Peniston. CeCe.
Well, you can ask her; she'll tell you.
And I'm gonna say to her, "I love you, Black." And if she said, "Ron, no." You know what? Let me tell you a quick story. We were at Angie's house.
No, don't tell that story.
Why?
No.
I can do it.
No, she's got to go. Thank you so much.
Bye,
you guys, have a very merry Christmas. It's with Ralph Johnson and Siedah Garrett, and it's a fabulous song. And so, are you all ready for the holidays?
Absolutely. I'm all set. Going to be right here in my own little quarantine bubble with the family.
Are those all your Grammy awards behind you on the fireplace?
Those are my Grammys. Yes. Those are 7 Grammys.
Quite a few of them, my friend.
The Grammy sitting in the center is Lifetime Achievement.
That's congratulations.
You better make the mantle wider because there may be new ones coming, and they won't fit. Look at that. The mantle is cluttered. There's no room for another one.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll have to
you
make
have to-
room.
Yeah, that's right. You have to make room. Now, I have an approximate idea of your age. And let me tell you, you're like me. We're cool older guys. We're not like old men. And you're not old by any means, neither am I. And 80 years old today is a new 60. And I feel 50.
Glad you told me that.
No, it's true. You know, years ago, many years ago, people of my age did not dress like I dressed. They dressed in gray, baggy, old clothes. Women wore black clothes. You know, they all wore mourning or whatever the hell it looked like back then. Today, 80-year-old women are in spandex pants with no bra and high heels and hair that's all extension. So we're not old anymore.
Now, that must be quite a look.
No.
I love that.
No, Ralph.
No, some of them look good. Some of them look good.
Ralph, there are some of them out there that look great. If you look at Jane Fonda, she's 84 years old. And she's still a hot piece of ass, okay? Jane Fonda is good looking.
The last time I saw Jane Fonda was at Clive Davis's pre-Grammy party a couple of years ago.
That's awesome.
And she, I don't know,
which is the party to be at the night before the Grammys, I tell you.
Absolutely.
Well, she's
no, it absolutely is.
She looks wonderful for an old broad. There's a lot of them out there that look great.
So, Ralph, how do people find you in social media? What are you? Are you on Instagram?
I am usually Ralph Johnson EWF. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, and I am on Instagram. So I'm not hard to find at all.
And then your website, you use earthwindandfire.com?
I use Earth, Wind, and Fire, yeah.
You guys, it's Earth, Wind, and you write out the and, so it's earthwindandfire.com if you want to see what's going on. Hopefully you guys this will all go away and you guys will go on tour again sometime next year, hopefully.
Now, Ralph, tell me a little bit about...
We got like 1 minute.
Tell me a little bit about your early background. Where are you from? Where'd you get started?
I am born and raised here in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, wow.
Came up in Mid-City, which is the Adams Crenshaw area, and went to 24th Street Elementary School, Mount Vernon Junior High, which is now Johnny Cochran Junior High. And then in 1966, we moved to Inglewood. And at that time, the Forum was just being built. So one of my greatest moments was to be able to sell the Forum out 5 nights in a row with Earth, Wind, and Fire and have my parents there. Since we started.
So cool.
That's an achievement.
That's a huge achievement.
So you had a good early start. You know, most everybody that we know has been, I was born in the Brooklyn Projects, Red Hook Projects. So, you know, Diana Ross was a project girl. All the R&B people from Motown mostly were from the projects. And I had a good rapport with them when I spoke with them because we knew what project life was like. And now look at us now. And so I just say to them, you know, it's wonderful how you've achieved what you've achieved, the beauty, the fame, and the music. And I say that to you. You are definitely an asset to your race.
Thank
you. To the world.
Well, I'm going personal here. I mean, he's elegant. He's well spoken. He's elegant. He's beautifully dressed. He's got styling class. Absolutely.
So, Ralph, we wish
thank you for having me on the show. It was.
We wish you and your family a wonderful Christmas.
Listen to me. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Are you shitting me?
Thank you.
My thrill that I got to talk to you. Are you serious?
So thank you so much.
My thrill.
Ralph Johnson, everybody, have a Merry Christmas. All the best to you and your family. Check out the single. Have a very Merry Christmas and all the best to you always.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having me.
All righty. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for
wonderful.
tuning in, everybody. We hope everybody had a good time. Sorry I couldn't pay attention to the chat room because there was too much going on, but we want to thank everybody for tuning in. It was a great show, and we'll see you guys next week with Bill Champlin from Chicago. It'll be a lot of fun. Bye, everybody. Can turn out to be so wrong.
Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. So come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.